Welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3 video. It's your homie Cody GT, and in today's video, my boys, I wanted to do something slightly different only because I've gotten some questions about it in the past. So if you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and drop a like. It's greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see today, go ahead and consider subscribing for more content like this. But what I'm talking about today, my boys, so if we go over to supply and then we go over to the shop, over in the memory shop, you can see I have enough of the anti-entropy cores as well as the other cores right there to be able to go ahead and purchase something from the shop finally. And so with that being said, I've gotten a few questions about, you know, which weapon would you go ahead and purchase, or which weapon do you believe would be the best one to go ahead and get? And I wanted to go ahead and discuss that in this video today as I go ahead and decide which one I'm going to go for. Now with that being said, my boys, everybody's account is personal, and so in my opinion, you go for the weapon that you need, not really for the weapon that is the best in general, in my opinion. For example, what I mean by that is if you have, you know, a bunch of, you know, really good katanas, then you may want to go for like one of the dual pistols or the greatsword that's there. Or if you have really good dual pistols, maybe you go for the katana because you don't have too many 4-star katanas. So it's really personal to your account, and you should go for what you feel like you need the most, in my opinion, of course. So with that being said, in my account, I have a lot of great, you know, great swords and I have a lot of really good dual pistols, and some decent cannons as well. I don't have too many really good katanas, to be quite honest with you. So for me personally right now, just looking at it from a high overview standpoint, this weapon right here, the plasma, is it Kaga hide or cage hide, however you say it, would be the most optimal choice for me right now. But with that being said, I did want to go over all the weapons and then have you guys make an educated guess off of the information that I give you, and, you know, have you decide what you need for your account. So starting with the Dragon Spine. Now this is a weapon that I do have currently right now that you were able to obtain from the Blood Realm event, if I'm not mistaken. And this is, I want to say, a kind of I don't want to say knockoff, I don't feel like that's the right word, but like a lower tier Blood Dance in a sense. But it is still a really good great sword right off the bat. Looks phenomenal, it looks awesome. You can apply it to just about any Himiko. Right now I have it on my Battlestorm because I have Blood Dance on my Scarlet Fusion and the 7th Sacred Relic on my Valkyrie Triumph. So I have it on my Battlestorm right now, but basically this weapon has an SP cost of 25, a cooldown of 25 seconds, leap towards target and attacks it with a spinning slash, dealing physical damage equal to 160% of attack to enemies in a large area, and immobilize them for 4.5 seconds. Immobilize enemies bleed, receiving 60 damage every half second. So, you know, with that being said, that is a nice little buff you get right there at 160% of attack to enemies in a large area, and immobilizing them. That's a really nice added incentive right there for 4.5 seconds, and the immobilized enemies bleed, which is really nice as well, receiving 60 damage every half second. So this weapon does a few different things with that skill right there. And then Bloodthirsty recovers 15 HP per second when attacking bleeding enemies. So the way this weapon works is you deploy the weapon skill, and then you're gonna go ahead and take advantage of the Bloodthirsty skill, recovering 15 HP. That's why it's a kind of lower tier Blood Dance in a sense, and you can see the benefits of that as well. So this is actually, you know, a really good free-to-play greatsword that you can obtain, and would really be helpful to you, especially if you don't have any really good 4-star greatswords, or if you don't have Blood Dance. This is, you know, a good alternative to that. So not a bad pickup right there if you're in the need of a greatsword. Now with that being said, we're going to move over to the cannon, and this is the Cyclops PR1. Now the weapon skill here, Super Cannon, has a very long charging time, which is not great. Increases basic attacks physical damage by 100%. You know, that's decent. It increases damage by 10% when there are no more than 2 enemies on the battlefield. I mean, in my opinion, not a huge buff right there. Death Explosion marks enemy with a Death Explosion status that lasts for 5 seconds. With an enemy, or when an enemy is killed while having this status, it'll explode, dealing physical damage equal to 300% of attack to surrounding enemies. So, you know, 300% of attack is a good buff. Just to be quite honest with you, my boys, I don't think this weapon has enough skills and enough, I guess, passive to go ahead and use the cores on. It has a long charging attack, actually very long charging attack, which is not great. You never want a Bronya cannon that have a long charging attack. And if it does have a long charging attack, you want the attack to be a little bit more significant. And I just don't think this cannon has that. So in my honest opinion, I think there's better cannons out there. I don't really think you need to spend cores on this one. So if you're in need of a 4-star cannon, I mean, honestly, you'd probably want to save your cores and not really go for this weapon in general, and maybe go for something else that's a little more useful and a little more valuable. So that's my opinion about the cannon. Now, with that being said, before I move on to the next weapon, I did want to state, I forgot to mention this earlier, that you can definitely save your cores, my boys. You don't have to go for anything right now, because there will be more weapons to come in the shop, the memory shop, that you can use your cores on that are probably going to be better as well. Now, the question is then, do you want to wait that long for it to actually drop? Or do you want to go ahead and get something right now and then farm up some more cores to be able to get another weapon later on? I mean, in my opinion, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get something right now just because I'm in the need for it. And then I'll farm up some more cores, so when the weapons do drop, I'll go ahead and get those weapons at that time as well. I mean, it is a long process. It takes a while to farm up these cores, but you know, that's why you play the game, to grind and farm, right? So with that being said, you can save and wait for something better to drop as far as weapons come, because there are going to be better weapons that come along later game that you can go ahead and use the cores on. So I just wanted to give you guys that bit of information right there as well that I didn't state earlier. Now, with that being said, you have the plasma cage hide, or Kega hide, I don't know how you say it. I'm sure somebody in the comments below will let me know. But anyways, this weapon has a SP cost of 20, cooldown to 25 seconds, transforms ion energy into frost air, freezing enemies in its path and dealing 210 ice damage every 0.9 seconds for 4 seconds. Now, first off, weapon looks phenomenal, looks awesome. I love the neon blue on it. I think it looks really, really good. And I also want to state that this weapon is a great alternative if you don't have the ice epi for memento, and you have memento and you weren't able to pull that weapon. If you have cores, I would probably recommend getting this one right here. I mean, it's not going to do what ice epi can do for memento, but it's definitely, you know, a really good alternative for her that you can go ahead and apply to her until you're able to go ahead and pull that weapon that's really the weapon that she needs. So also, with that being said, winter deals an additional 8 ice damage upon hitting the target, so nothing too crazy right there. The weapon skill is pretty good, especially for memento, and the winter skill is decent, nothing too crazy to write home about. Now, with that being said, my boys, me personally, I need another katana. I don't have too many 4-star katanas, so this is the one I'm personally going to get right now. But again, it's to what you need for your account. Now, for the last weapon, I believe that's Fafnir Flame, if I said that right. Now, Flame Overload, SP cost of 25, cooldown of 20 seconds. Before I get into the skill, weapon looks awesome, looks a lot like the Mojnir, and it just has a nice design, nice color patterns. I like that right there with the red and the orangish yellow and the black. Now, with that being said, generates 3 explosions to blow up surrounding enemies. Each explosion deals physical damage equal to 80% of attack and ignites enemies, dealing 30 fire damage every half second for 3 seconds. So pretty cool skill right there. Good buffs, I would say. Saint's Pet increases physical damage by 12% when burst is triggered. So nice little buff you get there as well. Now, with that being said, if I had a lot of 4-star katanas and I did not have any good 4-star dual pistols, I would probably go for this one second. But since I do have some good 4-star dual pistols, this is not really a huge need for me right now. But yeah, I would think this was a good weapon to go for as well. So with that being said, the only one I would say is just not that great to use cores on is probably the cannon. I would say probably, you know, hold off on that. Don't use your cores on that one. Dual pistols are decent, but again, you can save your cores on that one as well. Not a much needed weapon to go ahead and get. I just don't think it does enough for you. And I don't think there's really any great, you know, Kianas in the game that can really utilize this weapon all that well. The Dragon Spine, I think it's a great, I said it again, great sword to have for any Himiko if you don't have any 4-star great swords to use. Definitely a good pickup. And then the Katana's decent, not that great. It has some good buffs. It's okay, but for me, you know, I can use it because I don't have any great 4-star katanas. And plus the other weapons here are nothing I'm going to utilize. Plus I like the look of the katana as well. So with that being said, let me go ahead and purchase this, and then I'm going to have to farm up some more cores to be able to use for when they drop more weapons and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, my boys, that is not the end of the video. If you're still with me, one, I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you've been liking what you're seeing, you're getting something from it, go ahead and consider subscribing if you're new and you've been enjoying the content. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and end the video on a summon. Now, I know I should be saving my crystals. I know. But with that being said, you know, with Black Dukeless coming around the corner, I do plan on summoning. So I know I should be saving my crystals, but I did want to go ahead and do just one multi on the standard supply, only because I believe I'm very close to getting that guaranteed S rank. And I believe I just need to do like one more multi to get that guaranteed S rank. If not, like a multi and a few singles. But I'm only going to do a multi here because before I go ahead and do that, the reason why I wanted to go ahead and do that is because I can benefit if I get an S rank Valkyrie off of the ones that I need. So I have Lightning Empress and I have Dimensional Break, but the ones that I don't have, my boys, that are in that standard supply are Blood Rose, Night Moonbeam, and Violet Executor. So, you know, the odds are kind of on my side, 3-2. And you know, that would be a fantastic S rank Valkyrie to get any one of those, because I have all of their, you know, tailor-made weapons. I have Blood Dance for Blood Rose, I have the Energy Leaper for Night Moonbeam, and I have Blood Embrace for Violet Executor. So I have these Valkyries already set up. If I pull them, I just need to pull them. So with that being said, if I pull a dupe Dimensional Break or Lightning Empress, that would be kind of unfortunate. I wouldn't be happy about that, but you know, let's see. And this is even if I'm at that 33 standard supply pull. I don't even know if I'm at that guaranteed one, to be quite honest with you. I'm just wanting to do this to even see. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see what we can get today, my boys. I hope we do get that guaranteed S rank, and I hope it is one of those three that I mentioned. So let's go ahead and see. Let's see, my boys. Let's see. It is Violet Executor, my boy. I think I held my breath on that one because I saw the Valkyrie symbol. Oh, that is fire, my boys. That is absolute fire. I already have her weapon on the standby, on the ready. She's gonna get set up so fast. She's gonna get set up so fast. I'm so excited about that, my boys. That is fire way to end the video. I tell you what, fire. If you're still with me, go ahead and drop a like for that one. Fire, absolute fire. And we're gonna go ahead and equip her, level her up, all that stuff right now. I'm not even gonna wait for it. That is awesome, my boys. That is awesome. I really wanted one of those three. I did not want to get a dupe Valkyrie like Lightning Empress or Dimensional Break. I wanted a brand new one. I got Violet Executor. I will take that, and she is definitely going to be utilized for sure, because one of the great combinations for Violet Executor is Dimensional Break, and I have Dimensional Break and I have Violet Executor's weapon, so I'm going to be making a mean team, my boys, and be on the lookout for that video. Yes, that is fire. All right, I'll take that. I knew I was close to that guaranteed S rank. I knew I was close to that. So let's go ahead and jump over to the equipment to Valkyries. That is officially the end of the video, my boys. But if you want to stick around to see the leveling and all that, by all means, you can stick around. But let's see. Yes, very nice. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to level up. This is going to take a lot of resources, I already know. And she's mecha type. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, so let's do, you know what, let's give her 30. Let's give her 30 of these. Yeah, let's do that. Got her to level 58. Very nice, very nice. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can use some of these. See how many of these are gonna take. Maxed out. Okay, 58. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta farm up some more of those ships. Very nice. Awesome. That is awesome. I gotta check. I'll do these stigmatas at a later time. I'll look into that. And then the skills I'll do off camera. But look at this, my boys. I had this on the standby ready to go. It is leveled up. Let me see if I can upgrade it by any chance. No, I need a Honkai core, of course. What was I thinking? I don't have no Honkai cores. That is awesome, my boys. That is awesome. So she is all set. She is all ready to go. I cannot wait to utilize her. Let me see her costumes. How do you get these costumes? I really want that costume. That is okay. That is awesome, my boys. That is awesome. So anyways, that is the video, my boys. That was well worth the summon and the multi right there. like I mentioned, be on the lookout for a video showcasing her with Dimensional Break. That team combination is awesome, so I cannot wait to show that off. But anyways, my boys, I'm gonna get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out.